Lou Dobbs just exposed secrets that will bring down the FBI. It's about to get ugly by politicsfocus.com. Curiosity and a desire to know the ugly truth is what drives real journalists. Fox News' Lou Dobbs is one of the few real reporters left. On December 7th, he had Representative Jim Jordan on to discuss the congressman's equally stalwart pursuit of how corrupt with political bias are the Department of Justice and the FBI. To be fair, as Jordan would insist, not everyone in these entities are corrupt, but there seems to be a preponderance of evidence to suggest that the senior officials are political hacks. Dobbs, after the interview, tweeted out politically corrupt FBI at Jim Jordan. I believe the FBI paid Christopher Steele, and then used the discredited fake news dossier to spy on at POTUS and his campaign. Hashtag Make America Great Again, hashtag Trump Train, hashtag DTS at Real Donald Trump.
The House Intelligence Committee's investigation, not from the FBI itself, that Bruce Orr, a top member of the management team there at the FBI, he had contacts with Fusion GPS, including contacts with Christopher Steele, the former British spy who was involved in the construction of that discredited Trump dossier.
Yes, Lou, there are a couple fundamental questions here. Did the FBI pay Christopher Steele? I asked that of Attorney General Sessions 2 weeks ago. He wouldn't answer the question. Did they actually vet this dossier, look at this dossier, go through this, corroborate it, correct it, look at it, because it's been disproven. There's a bunch of lies, a bunch of, National Enquirer garbage and fake news in this thing. Did they actually check it out before they took it to the FISA court, which I'm convinced they do? Those are the sort of the fundamental questions, and all this can get cleared up if they release the application that they took to the court. And he said he couldn't do it. They're allowed to do that. They can give it to the Judiciary Committee, the committee with oversight of the Justice Department. They can do that. That clears up a lot of things. But I think they won't give it to us because they did pay Christopher Steele. I think they did use the dossier as the basis for the warrants to spy on Americans associated with President Trump's campaign.
Your charges put it straightforwardly that the FBI leadership is corrupt and acted in corrupt and unlawful manner to achieve a political purpose.
Well, I mean, think about Peter Strzok, the guy who was dismissed from Mueller's team we learned this weekend. Here's the guy who had the Clinton investigation up, interviewed Abedin, interviewed Cheryl Mills, interviewed Secretary Clinton. He's the guy who took the exoneration statement, changed grossly negligent to extreme carelessness. Grossly negligent is a crime. He changed it. He interviewed Flynn. He ran the Russian investigation, and they kick him off for a few text messages because they're anti-Trump. There has to be more to this story. And I'm convinced it's the dossier is the key to this. He's the guy who took the dossier, I believe, or part of the team that took the dossier and took it to the FISA court. This dossier that was paid for by the Democrat National Committee, paid Christopher Steele, who paid Russians to put this false stuff together. He's the one, I think, who was working with others to put this together and take it to the court. That's what we need to know.
So true. So true. The allegations, which appear more and more to be true, could expose one of the biggest scandals in American history. During the interview, Jordan posited two questions he had regarding the matter. First off, did the FBI pay MI6 spy Christopher Steele for the now discredited Russian dossier? The congressman said he asked FBI Director Christopher Wray that question recently and did not get an answer. The second question is, did the Bureau corroborate the contents of the dossier before using it as a prime facie evidence in a request for a FISA warrant to surveil Team Trump with NSA assets? Newsmax provided an elaborate answer to the rhetorical question. Its opposition research, paid for by the Democratic National Committee, was the FBI working with that Democrat National Committee to take this document, dress it up, take it to the court so they can go after the other party's campaign and other party's nominee. That is as wrong as it gets. Everything points to that. It looks like that's what took place. Part of the FBI's hesitancy in answering questions, Jordan told Dobbs, was their insistence that they could not release the FISA warrant application, something Jordan says was entirely false. They can give us what they took to the FISA, Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act court. Mr. Rosenstein will be there, Congress, next week. We'll ask him some of the same type of questions. Let the Congress see if, in fact, he took this National Enquirer garbage so-called dossier. If you use that as the basis of securing warrants to spy on Americans, let us know if that happened or not. I think it did. Jordan then proffered Dobbs an intriguing allegation. The FBI official, who was kicked off of Special Counsel Robert Mueller's investigation of President Trump, Peter Strzok, may not have been terminated just for anti-Trump bias. We're supposed to believe he got kicked off because he sent anti-Trump messages. If you get kicked off the team for being anti-Trump, there wouldn't be anyone else. Instead, Jordan believes that Strzok was at the least one of the FBI agents who helped use the dossier for getting the FISA warrant. If men like Jordan and Dobbs keep at it, we just may get some answers. And you can bet that we are going to get answers in the very near future, because this is what took place. The puzzle pieces are falling into place. They can't run from these questions for much longer. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.